You often hear people saying things like, anything is possible. If you want something, you only have to visualize it and believe it. As long as you don't give up, you will succeed in all of your dreams. Such beliefs form a major part of today's ruling ideology. They constitute a pervasive atmosphere in our culture, even if most people don't truly believe such statements. They are used to justify the status quo and to denounce criticisms of the system. What you get when a person truly believes the ruling ideology and puts it into practice despite all difficulties is someone like Uncle Adams. Uncle Adams is a self-proclaimed motivational speaker, rapper, and anti-bullying activist who is around $200,000 in debt. The reason for his financial situation is that he quit his day job and took out loans to pay for, among other things, instrumental beats, recording studio sessions, music video producers, advertisers, website designers, and custom merchandise. Despite constantly throwing money into every conceivable department, his breakthrough has still not occurred, and all of this is seen by him as a temporary setback on his way to stardom. Uncle Adam's philosophy is the generic platitude of, you can do anything if you believe it, visualize it, and don't stop trying. There's nothing special about it. What's special, however, is the way that he takes it to its logical extreme despite constant failures. The result glaringly shows how absurd the ruling ideology is. It may not initially seem very intuitive to equate the capitalist ruling ideology with self-help feel-good positivity culture, but the latter could not exist without the former. The reason positivity culture as it exists now is specific to our late capitalist condition is because it extends the American dream over life as a whole. It rejects the finite distribution of resources and ignores material conditions. Instead of drawing conclusions about systematic problems, it sees any personal failure as an individual mental flaw. It discourages people from being upset with their conditions because when people are upset, they are more likely to demand systematic change. Instead, it encourages people to be content and think positive. The result is depoliticization of economic problems and a discouragement of collective activism. The psychologist Oliver James describes what he calls selfish capitalism in a way that perfectly describes the mindset of Uncle Adams. In the entrepreneurial fantasy society, the delusion is fostered that anyone can be Alan Sugar or Bill Gates, never mind that the actual likelihood of this occurring has diminished since the 1970s. A person born in 1958 was more likely than one born in 1970 to achieve upward mobility through education, for example. The selfish capitalist toxins that are most poisonous to well-being are the systematic encouragement of the ideas that material affluence is the key to fulfillment, that only the affluent are winners, and that access to the top is open to anyone willing to work hard enough, regardless of their familial, ethnic, or social background. If you do not succeed, there is only one person to blame. Uncle Adams exemplifies these characteristics in several ways. It is noticeable that in his video on visualization, in which he shows off his vision board depicting his dreams, included on the board is a new car, a bag of money, a luxurious house, and even an Uncle Adams office building.
I want a new Acura vehicle, upgrading my computer, making some money there, having an Uncle Adams Entertainment Group head office building.
The dreams that he envisions are primarily material. Not only does this mindset see affluence as the key to fulfillment, it also absurdly assumes that these goals are open to everyone, which now, because of the extremely unequal distribution of wealth in the world, is less true than ever. Mark Fisher, paraphrasing Zizek, describes capitalist ideology as the overvaluing of belief. So long as we believe in our hearts that capitalism is bad, we are free to continue to participate in capitalist exchange. In his song, At Least a Million, Uncle Adam seemingly rejects the equivocation of wealth with happiness.
You can feel like $1 million, even with a couple bucks in the bank, man.
Yet, in the identically titled At Least $1 Million Mission video series, the goal Uncle Adam sets for himself is precisely a monetary one, to earn $1 million, which he equates with success, making it. It is also notable that even the goals he sets for himself that are non-monetary are still quantitative instead of qualitative. To earn 1 million monthly Spotify listeners. In the ruling ideology, only that which can be quantified is valuable. Uncle Adams correctly points out certain problems, such as in the song Wake Up.
You don't want to be another slave to the pay clock. Don't you know the company makes more than they pay ya? Then you get taxed up and leave with the remainder. Minimum wage is sorta like a kick in the face. No wonder people snap and catch a criminal case. How you gonna feed a family on nickels and dimes?
His solution, however, is to become an entrepreneur. Not systematic change, not the fight against exploitation, but the shift from being the exploited to the exploiter. Because it is more difficult now than ever to have upward class mobility, it is no wonder that someone like Uncle Adams is failing. When you accept the idea that positivity is all you need to have success as fact, that all you need to do is put the good thoughts out into the universe and it'll come back to you, or that Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos just worked hard, took risks, and visualized their goals into reality, you will fail. And yet, Uncle Adams is still going. Just like capitalism itself, it's driving itself way past its prime into certain catastrophe.